Good Wednesday! Kenji, 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 Kenji. I think we all know Kenji from Serious Eats. Come on! I have a beef to pick with Kenji. A beef? I have a bone. I have a beef to pick with... I have a beef to pick with Kenji and his Whopper-Style Cheeseburger. Man, a couple of years ago I made a Whopper Copycat video. I think it's probably the most accurate one out there because most people, when they make a copycat Whopper video, all they're making is a really good cheeseburger. I'm sorry for yelling. Anyone can make a really good cheeseburger and say it's a good Whopper. Most cheeseburgers come with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and onions. You know? I'm upset. I'm upset at Kenji. I was on his Serious Eats website, and here he's making a homemade Whopper-style cheeseburger. But there's really nothing Whopper about it. Kenji, Kenji, Kenji. All right, so he's got a little blurb that says why this works. It doesn't! The first point is cooking patties on one side. You get kind of a crispy side. It cooks them all through. I'll give him that. The second one, he puts the toppings under the burger, creating, he says, a more stable environment. Now that may be true with smaller buns. Whopper buns are a little bit larger and they're stable. And if you put the toppings on the bottom, it's not a Whopper. I'm just saying. And the other thing, and a medium for juices to get absorbed. What the hell does that mean? Maybe the juices from the burger get into the lettuce, fine. That's not a Whopper. It's not a Whopper. And then come on, slicing the onions pole to pole. Why? A Whopper has onion rings, usually 3, placed on the burger. You've got the burger, you've got the cheese if you've ordered it at cheese. You've got the pickles, then the ketchup, then the onions. Tomatoes and lettuce are on the bun, and there's mayo on the bun. That's a Whopper. I don't like to rag on people. It's a cheeseburger. It's a good cheeseburger. I'm not dissing it. Just so you know, the Whopper's flame broiler is proprietary. So anyone making it anywhere, unless you own that broiler, you're not going to get an exact Whopper. One of the ways to get that flavor, that charred flavor, is to use mesquite smoke flavor. I tried the hickory. It doesn't work. I mentioned it in the other video. Put a link to my original video. We're just going to go ahead and make another Whopper. We're going to try a couple of new things today. I have to show you something I bought. We're not using it yet. This is a vintage meat roller tenderizer. Now, I bought a cheap one for my first video off Amazon. And the problem with that one is that these blades weren't fixed. So here you've got a space, and you've got a blade and a space and a blade all the way back. On the one I bought on Amazon, these would rotate, so it wasn't always perfect. Now, Whoppers are scored, and they're thin and they're frozen. They're cooked frozen. You got to find one that rolls and that's fixed. There are a bunch of these. Just Google vintage meat tenderizer rollers. It's pretty cool. Okay. Kenji, Kenji, Kenji. I'm so disappointed, Kenji. The first thing we need is a 1/4 pound of beef. And we're going to lightly season it with salt and pepper. Okay. Whoa. All right, I've got the wrong glasses on. No, I've got the right glasses on. I can't see. All right. I don't think this is, but let's see. Nope, not near. Not close. Height. It's 445. Off. 430. 4 ounces. I forgot to mention, there are 2 things that make a Whopper. There's the flame broiled patty. That's a biggie. But the other thing is salad to meat ratio. Now, the meat is very thin. The Whopper is very big, wide. You're actually getting a lot of salad to that little bit of meat. That's a biggie, man. We're going to smush this up pretty good because we're going to score it anyway. And we're just going to put in a bit of salt. We're only making one burger. Bit of pepper. And we're going to use mesquite because we don't have the proprietary flame grill. 3/4 of a teaspoon. Thank you. Give it a shake. One and 1/4. And now we're going to mush it good. Don't be afraid to mush this. I know you're typically not supposed to do this, but it's a Whopper, it's thin. All right. Wax paper. We're going very thin. You don't think it's going to shrink, but it will. We're getting there. A bit more over there. Even Whopper patties aren't perfect. That's pretty. We're saving the top. Don't throw the top away. All right, let's score it. That looks pretty nice. Good scoring. Very happy I bought it. Take the original piece, and put it on top, and we're just going to lightly do that. And this is going in the freezer for a couple hours. Got our Whopper patty. We're going to put a top grate on it, like that. Some copper wire. Just to, doesn't have to be tight. Wire. Just a slight twist. Just to hold it against the meat. This one. Under the broiler. Perfect fit, man! American cheese. Put 3. Onion ring. Onion ring. Onion ring. Nice. What? top goes on. That's a Whopper. I smelled it cooking. Let's take a bite of this Whopper. Pull back. This is a homemade Whopper. That is really close to a real Whopper. Let's take a piece of this meat. Break off a piece of the meat. Focus. Focus! I'm going to take another bite though. Let's do it. The salad is very important. That tastes like a Whopper. With Kenji's burger, you're going to bite through that burger and you're not going to get the salad until the bottom, and it won't be the same. And trust me, finely shredded lettuce is going to change the whole experience, and it's not going to be a Whopper. It's going to be a very nice cheeseburger. Boy, that's delicious. Look how thin that meat is. It's perfect. That's a Whopper thickness. I know I've done this before, but this is about Kenji. Let's take another bite, man. That's why we're here. This is a Whopper, Kenji. There's nothing Whopper style about yours. You made a very nice cheeseburger. I love you, man. You know what I'm going to say? What am I going to say? Make a mess. Make a mess. Thanks for watching.